Hare Krishna. So Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras, now if you don't know, the Yoga Sutras is the second most important book on yoga. And in the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali says in the 14th sutra of the first chapter, the first pada, he says there's three things you need to be good at yoga. He says you have to do it three things. The first one he says is it has to be performed very well. So yoga is not easy, especially any yoga, even if you're just doing asanas, it's not easy. But if you're doing the true yoga, the whole path of yoga, as explained in the Yoga Sutras and the Bhagavad Gita, it's certainly not easy because it's all about the mind. Yoga is all about the mind, and it's about perfecting how your mind works, avoiding pain, and searching for the perfection of who you really are, which makes you automatically unlimitedly joyful, and then connecting yourself spiritually. So that's not easy at all because your mind is very tricky. It's Arjuna says in the Bhagavad Gita that to control the mind is harder than controlling the wind. So you can imagine trying to stop the wind. It's very difficult. And Krishna says, yeah, it's tough, but you can do it, so long as you really try and you do it well. So this is how you have to do it well. You have to take yoga seriously and really work on it and learn how to do it, learn the techniques, be serious about it. So you have to perform it very well, he says. Secondly, he says, you have to do it uninterruptedly, non-stop. Yoga is not something you're going to do just on Tuesdays and Thursdays or something. Yoga is a life path. It's like what you're doing all the time, all day long, every day, at every moment. You have to be practicing yoga. It really is like a 24-hour a day. As long as you've got your mind, you should be practicing yoga. So that's not at all easy either. You have to keep trying because that's where yoga is practiced. Yoga is practiced in life. Every event in your life is your opportunity to practice yoga. In another part of the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali is going to say, look, either you're progressing or you are going down. There is no middle path. Either you're just getting better or you're getting worse. And that's true. That's my experience, and that's the experience of anybody who follows this path of yoga. Every moment, either you were connected, so you were advancing, or you just, your mind, you lost it, you weren't connected, you were switched off, so you were just accumulating karma and getting entangled in life, and just, you're going to have to work those things out later. So uninterruptedly. And then 3, he says, and for a very long time. So yoga isn't cheap, it's not easy, it's not like somebody like, oh, just accept this, just believe that, just, it doesn't work like that. Like, oh yeah, here this guru's gonna touch you in the third eye. No, it doesn't work like that. That's just nonsense, and whoever tells you that, they're just liars. They're just people who are trying to fake you out, trying to get your adoration, your money, or whatever. It doesn't work like that, and it never did, because it's all about changing your mind, changing your consciousness, how you perceive things, your filters, your focus, even like the external things like behavior and diet. And so it's certainly not easy, and it's not going to happen, in a short time. It's basically the rest of your life if you're doing it really well, because if you're not, then it's several lifetimes. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that, like he talks about after many lifetimes, and the yogi will understand him. So it really takes lifetimes, and maybe you're starting in this life, but you already started a little bit last life, so you don't waste time this time. So those 3 things. So here's the 3 things again. You have to perform it very well. It has to be uninterrupted, and it has to be done for a very long time. These are the 3 things it takes to be good at yoga. Hare Krishna.